back to Rugged Mountain Homestead. My name is Sarah, and last night we had our March Azure standard pickup. It was pretty late in the evening, so I did film the items last night, but I'm just going to give a brief rundown this morning. Okay, so now for this month I went ahead and I did get some cheese. This is raw medium cheddar. This is heated to a lower temperature than what you would get in the store. The main difference between raw cheese and regular cheese is that the raw cheese has more microbials in them, and that is what fights infection. I do like also that I got these labels, came with it, so that if I want to shred this, I can just attach that label to my bag. That's pretty nifty. So each of these blocks are 5 pounds each, so we have 10 pounds of cheese. And I was asked last month for the last order to give the prices. And so for the cheese, it was $68.48 for 10 pounds. And that comes out to $6.85 a pound. They don't have raw cheddar cheese in the stores here, so the only thing I could compare it to was Tillamook in the big box store, and they're $6.97 a pound. So I came out a little ahead on that. Then I got this book. Azure also sells books. Homestead Tsunami. It's the most recent book by Joel Salatin, and it's basically about the people who are taking the plunge into homesteading, people who are waiting and wanting to, and he has a lot of good advice and experience. He's a farmer at he owns Polyface Farms in Swope, Virginia. That book was, let's see, $20.62, and on Amazon it was $24.99. Got a little bit of a glare because it's getting dark outside. Sorry about that. Then I have 2 dozen of these free-range organic eggs. They look really nice. And I'm excited for when we'll be getting eggs here on the homestead. It's in the near future, so that's good. Now for the free-range organic eggs, they were $6.35 a dozen. So I have 2 dozen there, so it was $12.70. We can't get free-range organic eggs here, not unless you get them from a local farmer. But the cage-free eggs in the big box store, they're $4.42 a dozen. So it's a little bit cheaper, but free-range is always better than cage-free. Now I'm moving on to our spices here. Right here I have a pound of chili powder. I was getting a little low on that. It's been over a year since I've ordered it, so I think it's well worth it. The chili powder was $7.22 for this 1 pound bag. That makes it 45 cents an ounce, and at the regular store it's 57 cents an ounce. Cumin seed, I was already just about out. I didn't get it from Azure last time because it was a little bit cheaper in the store. But now this bag was $8.03 a pound, which is 50 cents an ounce, and in the store it was 51 cents. So really not that great of a big of a deal, 16 cents. So I just went ahead and threw it in the bag. So there was a 16 cents savings. Minced onion. I was completely out of that. I made my last batch of onion soup mix, and the minced onion was $8.39 for a 1 pound bag. That's 52 cents an ounce, and in the store it was $11.65 for 17 ounces, which is 69 cents an ounce. A 1 pound bag of the onion granules was $7.65. That comes out to 48 cents an ounce. And in the store, it was $14.35 for 18 ounces, and that comes out to 80 cents an ounce. So I got it as close as I could. That's why I broke it down by the price by ounces. This is 3 pounds of organic spring mix. This was a little bit more expensive. I do like it already because it's not wet. When I've been getting it in the store, it's not keeping as long because it's damp. It's like it's been rinsed or washed when I get it, but it's just damp in the container, and it doesn't last as long. But this was, I'll tell you off the top, I know it was more expensive. It was $20.41 for this 3-pound bag, which is $6.80 a pound. And in the big box store, it's $4.98 a pound. But if this will keep longer, I'm willing to go a little bit over on that because I'm saving on everything else, but we'll see. Then I got this mason jar sprayer. It attaches to a mason jar and you can use it for spraying for anything. So I liked the idea of that and just being able to use a glass jar and, you know, rinse it out, wash it out, and I thought it might come in handy with my seedlings. So this here was $6.40 with Azure, and in the big box store it was $13.98. We have some jumbo baking cups. I wanted to go ahead and get the jumbos because when I make Dean's muffins, sometimes it's just, you know, easier. It's not as messy if I can just go ahead and put a liner in there. I just wanted to see how it would work out any better if I wanted to make, you know, a double batch or something like that. But these baking cups were $2.22, and in the store they were $2.63. The black beans, this is a 5-pound bag of organic black beans. It was $6.95, so that comes out to $1.39 a pound. In the store, they did not have organic black beans, but the non-organic black beans were $1.48 a pound. So that's kind of a double savings there. You're getting organic and it's also a little bit less with Azure. The pinto beans, they're not organic, but with Azure, if it's not organic, you can be certain that it's non-GMO. So I can do with that. The 5-pound bag of pinto beans was $6.97, which rounds out to $1.39 a pound. And in the store, they were $1 a pound, the non-organic. So it's a little bit less in the store, but at least I'm guaranteed here that they're non-GMO. Then I have these lids. I got 4 of them because last month I got the jars, but I was short 2 lids. The 4 lids, they were $4.90, so that's $1.23 a lid. There's no comparison with this because I don't get lids. I can't get lids anywhere else that I know of. We're going to try this spaghetti. It is a 1-pound box. I purchased 12 boxes. They came 12 in a case. And so they have this at our local food co-op, which we just became members of. And at the food co-op, they're $3.99 each. And this whole case of 12 pounds was $36.37. So that comes out to $3.03 per box. Okay, we have the Mother's Choice sweet cream butter. I did buy 18 pounds of this. I was down to 4 pounds from my last, I had ordered it last, I believe in November. Is $83.66 for 18 pounds. That comes out to $4.65 a pound. I'm comparing this with the Land O'Lakes because this is not, the Mother's Choice is not organic. The Land O'Lakes in the store is $5.28 a pound. And now now we have our 10 pounds of onions. I love the quality of Azure's onions. They're always a good size. They're always really nice. They come in a chilled truck. They're not soft. They're very nice. The onions for a 10-pound bag is $17.25. So that is $1.73 a pound. You can get organic onions at the big box store. They're $1.63 a pound, but they're not quite the same size. And I just don't think they're of the same quality, even though they're organic. I just really like Azure's onions. Okay, now we have this wild brine probiotic salsa. This is a new product for us. And I wanted Dean to try this. I'd heard some good things about it, and so we're just going to try that. But that was $6.84. It is 18 ounces, and in our local food co-op, it is $11 and change. I can't remember the exact change. I was there a couple days ago, but I knew it was $11. And then 3 jars of the organic salsa. They were $4.70 each, so that's $14.09 for all 3. In the store, I compared it with the Late July brand, which we have gotten that before. Everything else is not really, you have to compare apples to apples. So the quality, the organic, you have to compare those. So in the store, the Late July salsa was $8.92 a jar. I'm probably down to a quarter of a gallon, and the sunflower oil was $22.48 for this gallon jug, and in the store it would have been $45.92, so that's a good savings. We have a 25-pound bag of organic cane sugar, and this bag, 25 pounds, was $29.99. So that is $1.20 a pound, and in the store it is $1.44 a pound. We also have the Stacy's organic tortillas. I bought a case of these. There are 12 in a case. Our local natural foods co-op sells them for $5.99 each, and breaking down 12 from Azure, they're $4.48 a piece. So that's a total of $109.94 savings off of this order. Now, I don't order every single month, but I'd say on average, I order 9 to 10 months out of the year. So if I'm saving approximately $100 off of every order, that's $900 to $1,000 a year. And there are plenty of ways we can spend that amount of money on the homestead rather than on food. I was also figuring that if we had a garden that was producing well, that I could save probably around $70 off of this order. So that would be fantastic. I'm really hoping and praying we have a very bountiful garden this year. And most of these items are not available in our local stores. I have to try and compare apples to apples, but there are some items that we can't get organically here that we can get organically through Azure. So that completed our order for the month of March. I appreciate you stopping by the homestead, and until next time, take care.